As Doc Stan looks for some of the answers here down the stretch. Ben Taylor, Murad Kogut, and Fenezi Ransom, our officiating crew. We're off and running here in Milwaukee. Devin Booker, shadowed by Kuzma, who continues in his starting role after coming over in that deadline deal early part of February. Get to his spot in the paint.
Yeah, Dunn's averaged double figures over the last 9 games, but has struggled of late. But there's Giannis just exploding to the hoop. Coaching can be a crazy profession at times, but he's back on the bench now.
Devin Booker, good early sign for Phoenix.
And that was the problem last week Phoenix had. It kept the game close. They had 16 turnovers against the Bucks in that game last week.
Lopez turns 37 today. Kyle Kuzma feeds the box. Antetokounmpo's pass, tight quarters, gets it back, working against Dunn underneath, and puts it down with some left-handed thunder.
Yeah, look, they're going to lean on Devin Booker, but these other guys have got to knock down shots. Gillespie and Grayson Allen among them, as Lopez knocks down another 3. 3 of the years he was here, they had the best record in the NBA. And that one of them was not the championship year.
Taurean Prince buries a 3. And now the reset is Phoenix trying to fight through some early offensive jitters. They're 3 of 12 shooting, just 2 of 6 from the three-point line. Booker exploding to the cup. So Lopez already in double figures with 10. Martin, little Euro stepping into the paint, and Iguodaro with a nice little leaner in tight.
Yeah, Colin Gillespie, was not in the rotation at all. And now he's taken on such a big role as Porter goes right to the rim.
Every day of inactivity just makes it a little bit more difficult for a potential comeback. Beautiful pass. Booker dropping a dime. Iguodaro. So Allen will be the inbounder. Throws into Booker, and here we go. Booker on a switch. Knifes to the paint. All the way to the cup. Opening seconds of the quarter, Antetokounmpo, the spin to the cup, a little bit of contact, no whistle. Phoenix, Booker, transition 3, that's good.
It's great effort there by Grayson Allen to keep it alive.
And the 2-time league MVP. Offensive rebound, Richards. Out to Booker. Contested 3, splash! And contact.
Giannis has gotten a lot better this year shooting that mid-range jumper.
Just when you think he couldn't get better in any offensive categories, what a shot. Booker fading away with that high archer. Bradley Beal still out, 8th straight DNP for him as he continues to rehab from the hamstring injury. 28th game that he has missed on the season as Allen fills it up from deep.
Milwaukee went zone, but then just didn't cover the best shooter on the floor.
Lopez passed up the open 3. Fades away over the top of Allen. Phoenix winning that game 108-106. But far different set of circumstances tonight as Jones bangs in a 3.
Well, Jones is the 18th best three-point shooter in the league.
Suns without Kevin Durant, still without Bradley Beal as they begin the night number 11 in the West. Allen, boy, desperate play to save that backcourt violation. Into the corner, that is Martin. 1 slot ahead of Milwaukee, who enters the night number 3 in the league. Antetokounmpo double teamed into the paint. Lopez out to Rollins, open 3, splash.
And he scores or gets fouled. We saw that earlier. You double team him and you're dealing with, as you said, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. Constant energy. We've seen him on the offensive glass tonight. Steps in and takes a charge there.
Booker coming around a screen, and the Phoenix Suns have their first lead of the night.
I think the referees are told to call those things, so I'm not saying he's wrong maybe in what he's taught, but that call had no effect whatsoever on the game.
So Phoenix team that was shooting sub 35% in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo with a right-handed sledgehammer, and he's got 20. First game back in this building and in this city for Budenholzer since he was shown the exits here by this Milwaukee franchise, as Devin Booker got him in the trade middle part of January from Charlotte in that Josh Okogie deal, as Kuzma lights it up from deep. But tonight starting to show some of his old offensive form as this thing is tied again.
Yeah, the 4 games back, he averaged under 4 points a game.
It's a busy time of year. Here comes Booker curling into the paint and hits.
Here in Milwaukee.
Phoenix desperately scurrying back, but then it's Prince left open. So Phoenix stand has answered the bell. Every time we think Milwaukee's going to run away with this game, Suns have responded. Look at Antetokounmpo. The spin, just a thing of beauty, and a chance at 3.
And then you get Portis back here those last 4 games. He brings more toughness, more defensive prowess. Can that be enough for the Bucks to really think they can go deep as Prince gets a reverse layup?
Well, and that's another great pass by Giannis. Great cut.
As we cross the midway point of this third quarter, Antetokounmpo, full extension, just taking the thing over for the Bucks. They will get him back for the final 4 games of the regular season, so the hope is that you can get him back into physical rhythm as Booker drains another 3, where he has played his way into Doc Rivers' rotation. Milwaukee poked away by Gillespie. Booker into the corner for Jones. Open 3. That's good.
Fine. No big deal. They're not going to the free throw line.
Martin inbounds. Iguodaro up with the leaner, and the rookie able to put it in with less than a second left in the quarter.
So much bigger right now than Phoenix is.
Here comes Booker, gets downhill into the corner, and that is Allen from deep. So 3 minutes gone by in the fourth. Antetokounmpo waiting to check in. Kuzma, beautiful drop step, and he goes glass. 20-plus points in back-to-back games entering this one tonight as Jones misses from the corner. Porter, and no one back for Phoenix.
Ball drawn help and move the ball. They've gotten great shots.
Grayson Allen, that's a deep 3. Tough shot as he was kind of moving away from the basket.
Then to the next option, pick and roll with Booker and Richards.
So Milwaukee made the adjustment, but it's Gillespie banging in a corner 3.
The number 1 3-point shooter in the league. Doesn't make a bit of sense.
Grayson Allen, boy, it's a big shot for Phoenix.
Well, and then Milwaukee returned the favor.
So inside of the 7-minute mark, Antetokounmpo leads in with the shoulders. Just too much physicality. Antetokounmpo again, the spin, and he goes full extension to the rack.
Then he's too close. He's just up over the top. You've got to meet him out here at the 3-point line. You see him, he's already in the retreat. That's what they're hoping he'll do, but he knocked that down. Well, when you don't do the other things, when you don't defend, right there you don't get back, and you don't rebound. When you do, you're getting whatever you want on the offensive end.
Antetokounmpo setting the table for Lopez.
Well, that's what we're talking about.
Shot clock at 10. This is Rollins. Again in a starting role, curls to the cup, and he goes glass.
Wow. That is a big-time left-hand war in plenty of time.
Here's a corner 3. Rollins, back-to-back buckets for Milwaukee.
Especially if Jalen Brunson is healthy.
Lopez rolling to the basket, and there's your knockout punch for the Bucks. Into some postseason success as they're going to win it